y'all, so today I am going to make a chili lime black bean soup, perfect for summer. So before we move to the stove and get started, I have a little bit of prep work we have to do. So I have gone ahead and cut both ends off of a sweet onion, and I went ahead and peeled off the first layer so it would be ready to chop. And then I also have a medium jalapeno. All I've done is rinse it and cut the top off. So we're gonna get started on that, and then we can make our soup. So I have finished chopping a medium sweet onion, and then I also minced a medium-sized jalapeno to the best of my ability. Once I cut it in half, I did take out the ribs and the seeds. That's pretty important. So now we are ready to move to the stove and put our soup together. Alright y'all, so I am back at the stove, and what I have done is heated a stock pot over medium heat, and I added 1 tablespoon of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. So we're just going to let that go just a little bit longer. Once you start to smell the garlic, we can go ahead and add our chopped onions and our minced jalapeno. So I'm just going to add those right in. I'm going to try to get them all in there. Hopefully I won't lose too many. All right, and then I'm also going to add a teaspoon of salt. Right in. Okay, and then we're just going to mix that around. All right, so we're just going to let this go for about 5 to 10 minutes, just until that onion starts to soften, and I will see y'all back here soon. Okay, y'all, so our onions are nice and soft. So we are going to go ahead with the next step. We are going to add a mix of spices. So here I have 1.5 teaspoons of oregano. I have half a teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So we're just going to sprinkle that in. And then we're going to stir it around. Oh, it smells so good. All right, just like that. And you can see it looks like it's got a good bit of spices. Oh, I can feel that cayenne pepper. All right. All right, so next we are going to add 4 cans of black beans. And give it a stir. How does it look so far? Good? Alright, and then I'm going to add 2 cups of chicken broth. Now it's quiet. It was sizzling there for a minute. Now it's quiet. Okay, so we are going to bring this to a boil on high heat. And then once it comes to a boil, we are going to turn the heat down to a simmer. And we're going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes. See y'all back soon. All right, y'all, so our black bean soup has been simmering over low heat for about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add the juice of 1 lime. I always like when a recipe says to add lime juice. It's so much easier than adding lemon juice to me because limes don't have seeds. Why is that? All right. Okay, so we're just going to give that a quick stir and we're going to turn the heat off. And then I will meet y'all back at my cooking station for the next step. We are going to puree our soup. Okay, welcome back. So we are at my cooking station and I have my blender here. Now you can use an immersion blender for this, but I don't have one. So we have to do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm just going to do it in batches. And I'm just going to slowly ladle my soup in to the blender. And I'm probably, here, let me scoot this a little bit closer. I'm probably going to make a huge mess. And then I have a bowl here, so whenever I get the soup pureed, I'm just going to pour it in there, just so I can keep the two separate. And then it'll all go back in the stock pot when we're done. Oh, this actually holds a good bit of soup. All right. This is the best way I could figure out how to do this. Is just to use a ladle so that I don't risk burning myself. All right. Wow. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there just because I don't want it to be too full. I'm going to do it in 2 separate batches. All right, so obviously you'll just use the puree button if you have it on your blender. all the way. Because did you see how it kind of came up? Okay, that looks very good. All right, so I'm just gonna pour this in, and I am gonna check and make sure there's not any big chunks, but this looks really smooth. It looks perfect, and I'll hold it up in a minute so y'all can see it. It almost looks like chocolate mousse, but it's not. It's healthy. It's black beans. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna do the same thing. Ladle some more soup in. This works pretty well. And it smells amazing. All right, we got maybe just a couple more ladlefuls. All right, I'm gonna have to pick this up and pour it. All right, can you see? The very last bit going in. Just give it a little shake. Get all those onions out. Okay. All right, one more time. And this is pretty much the last step. We're just about done, so it's not too hard. Okay, I think that's about got it. All right, nice and steamy. I'm getting a facial. All right, this looks just as smooth, so we did a really good job. Okay, I'm gonna scrape this last little bit out. Hopefully the spoon's not too big, or my ladle. Okay, that's most of it. That'll do. Okay, y'all have to see this. Look how deliciously smooth that looks. Can you see? Let me get my ladle and I'll show you. Look at that. Nice and thick, but not too thick. Now I suppose you could make it thicker and make a dip with it. If you didn't put as much chicken stock in, you could make a nice little black bean dip. All right, so there we go. I am going to go ahead and do some more chopping. So we have to get our cilantro and scallions ready to garnish our soup, and we'll be all set. So I just finished chopping up about 1/4 cup of cilantro that I rinsed before chopping, and then also 1/4 cup of scallions that I rinsed and took the outer layer off before I chopped it. So those are going to be our garnish for our black bean soup. So we are ready to try it. All right. Get myself a nice ladle full there. Maybe 2 ladlefuls. It looks and smells amazing. Okay, yummy. All right, and then I am going to stir in some Greek yogurt, just a dollop, just to taste. And then I'm just going to sprinkle on, let me move this over so y'all can see. I'm just going to sprinkle on some cilantro. Do y'all like cilantro? I have mixed feelings about it. I have the gene, apparently, that makes it taste like dish soap if it's cooked. But I like fresh cilantro. All right, so that's our garnish. Just gonna kind of stir that around. Just a sprinkle of each, that's all you need. Okay. Hopefully I won't burn my mouth. Mmm. That is so delicious. Wow, I have to have another bite. Very good. I hope y'all enjoy this if you make it. It's a great summer soup.